Oh, yes. Woo-hoo-wee. All right, we are live on YouTube. How are you all doing today? How's everyone doing today? It is about 63 degrees here today in Redwood City, California, where I live, but there's like no wind, like zero wind. So it is not cold, it's not hot, it's just right. It feels good. And I hope the weather is decent in your area. There's some rain in the forecast tomorrow, so I don't know how these walks are going to go for the rest of the week. I'm going to have to figure that out because I got something amazing to share with you folks here today. Those of you that have been a part of my network and my ladies' network, our network out here through the Coach Eli brand of channels. And let me just wait here because these cars just pop on in. Okay, I think we're good now. Got some great stuff to talk about here today. And if you are looking to become the best possible version of yourself and accomplish everything you've ever dreamed of accomplishing, this is what you're going to want to do. This is where you're going to want to start. And I thought about this. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I'm like, I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, and now is the time to do it. Now is the right time to do it because, first of all, happy Halloween, everyone. I forgot about that. We'll share more about that in a few here while we wait for some more people to pop on in the show. But happy Halloween to everyone out there, and it's the end of the month. We got 2 months left till the new year starts, right? And if you already haven't started thinking about 2023, this is when you want to start thinking about it. Let's go, baby. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, all, hit the thumbs up. Yeah. Look at how calm the water is, baby. Just a very, very gentle breeze and patches where it's just very calm. Hey, Holly, how are you doing today? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here. Look at how calm that is. And it's fairly clear, a few clouds, but not that many, but there will be plenty coming in. There's a little bit of rain coming in tomorrow, and we definitely need that rain. So stick around and find out more, regarding what I'm going to be talking about. We're just going to wait a little bit longer until some more people pop on in. Remember, this is all independent. Remember, this is an independent channel that appreciates all donations. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. I'll share more about that as we get more people coming into the chat here. I had to change the show time of the show a few times, so I think it confused people, or it just made people wonder if the show was going to happen or not, and I apologize for that. I have chronic constipation, and sometimes, I get the opportunity to, I don't know how to say this professionally, I'm just going to say it. Sometimes I get the opportunity to have a really good number 2 that solves that issue, and today I had that opportunity. My body was feeling great, and let it all out. Now I feel great. I feel good. I'm ready to rock it. My fault? Why are you saying it's your fault, baby? What are you saying, about it being your fault? I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. You're going to have to fill me in. You need fiber. Oh, I get plenty of fiber. No, I just, over the past several years, I've been eating some of the wrong foods, Holly. And some foods that you eat take a long time to process, even years to process. A lot of people don't understand that, eating the right foods is important for, healthy digestion and quicker digestion and, um, keeping your intestines and your gut clear and all that, right? And I will never eat those types of foods again. I'll talk about that at some other point down the road. But I do feel great right now. We were talking too much? No, we weren't talking too much, baby. Baby, you did nothing wrong. Baby, I'm not going to sit here and let you take the blame for me being late when it was my fault. Because I was taking a dump, baby. And it took longer than expected. How could that be your fault, baby? I'm asking a woman a logical question. No, baby. Women do have a logical side. They just process things emotionally first. And so that was the joke. No harm intended. No harm, no foul, right, baby? But yeah. Yeah, no, you did nothing wrong. My lady and I had a great business meeting this morning regarding the business and, the future of our content. And, we were also talking about the rebrand that'll be completed by, the middle of January 2023. We've got a lot of great things that we're going to be introducing. And this is something here today that I've wanted to do for quite some time, and I feel it's the right time to do it right now at the end of the month. So we start off the brand new month tomorrow, fresh. My daughter is back home now. My son is giving out candy as a bloody lumberjack. That's cool, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. So like my lady mentioned, and like I've been mentioning as well lately, we want to make you folks aware that what we do out here on YouTube through our coaching business and the content we create is primarily funded through crowdfunding and your donations. So if you feel it in your heart and soul that you're getting tremendous value, if we've done something or have advised you on something that has yielded you some positive and great results, and you feel it in your heart that you wish to donate, you can do so in one of many ways. You can make a donation in any amount based on the value you feel you are receiving. You can go down below in the chat here while we are live and hit the super chat and send a super chat or super sticker. On the replays, after the replay's done processing, and any other live stream replay that's been processed or pre-recorded video, you can hit the super thanks. If you've noticed on some pre-recorded videos you encounter on channels that are monetized, there's a little heart option that says thanks on it. That's called the super thanks. And you can donate in the same way you would as sending a super chat or super sticker, but it's for pre-recorded videos, and it will highlight your comment in the comment section as a super thanks. As a super. Yeah, okay, I got that right. It's all good. Getting tongue-tied, it's all right. You can also donate via Cash App or PayPal. On PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/Coach Eli. And on Cash App, you can go to $, the real Coach Eli. Nightbot sharing our PayPal and Cash App links every 7 minutes in the chat. And as always, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings just became a channel member for the members only live chat. You know, we got quite a few members now, Holly, for the live chat option. And I'll tell you this. Once we get to 10 channel members, I believe we have 5 or 6 now. We just need 4 or 5 more. Then I will occasionally do some members only live chats. Moderators will still be able to, talk for free through members only live chats. And some mods that are members, it's more like a term of endearment, and I thank you for that. But thank you, Holly. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know that you and my lady have become pretty close behind the scenes. And at some time, or at some point soon, you'll get even closer and everyone will know who she is, including you. But I really like what's going on behind the scenes with the great group of people that my lady and I are connected with through Facebook Messenger and some other means too. So, wow, thank you. Thank you. Much love, much appreciation. For as little as $2.99 per month, you can support Eli's channel. And leading by example, Holly, that's... God bless you. Thank you, Holly. Thank you very much. Yeah, my lady and I have been... we've been really focusing a lot of time and energy to support people and help people turn their lives around for the better or further enhance their already good lives, right? And, we're obviously there are going to be people that scrutinize us for everything that we do. There are just some people that do that, right? But for the rest of you that are reasonable, decent people, we're not sitting here trying to e-beg or anything like that, but it does take a lot of time, effort, and energy to do what we do out here. And for us to continue doing it at the level we've been doing it, it needs to fund itself, if you know what I'm saying. So just putting it out there to those of you that, don't understand how content creators work, or how YouTube works. It's no different than you paying for a pay-per-view or paying for Netflix or Hulu or YouTube Premium or Amazon, Prime Video and all that. It's no different. The only difference is you're supporting independent creators that are outside of the mainstream media and want to create more of a personal relationship with you. That's what my lady and I want to do. We want to create a personal relationship with everyone. We want to get to know you on a first name basis. God, I can't even talk today. We want to get to know you on a first name basis. And we want to relate to you. And we want to be there for you when the chips are down. And say, hey, it's just a bad day. They happen. Don't let it get to you. Just chalk it up to whatever it is and move forward. And let's keep on trucking in a positive way. And that's what the point of this stream here is today. Before I get to that, I want to update you all on a show my lady and I are going to be doing later tonight. It has not been put out publicly as an event yet. I will do that when I get back home. And it's probably not going to start until about 10 or 10:30 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 or 7:30 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to try to start it sooner, but it all depends on how long this walk takes. And then my lady and I have to eat some dinner and got a few errands to run after this. So, I'm going to try to make it as quick of a turnaround time as possible. But at some point tonight, my lady and I will be doing a Halloween special show where we will be primarily answering your business and personal... We will be answering your business and personal questions along with, sharing some Halloween stories in between. And you can share yours as well. I always want people to know when we do special shows like this, you can always ask any business and or personal questions that you need help with or you're struggling with. That's what we primarily do here. But at times, we want to make it a little more fun and a little more lively. And wait till you see the thumbnail for tonight's show. I sent a preview of the thumbnail to my lady. And what'd you think about the thumbnail, baby? It was pretty cool, huh? Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says, with gas prices soaring, internet, etc., it does cost the creators something to make content for you. No, it really does, Holly. Yes, you can have the equipment, and which, my lady and I, we have all the equipment we need. And yes, there is the electricity aspect of it, but that's not the most costly thing, Holly. And this is one thing that I had to learn to realize. What's the most costly thing is your time. You can never get back time. You can always recoup money, but you can never take back time. But you do want to focus your time primarily on things that are going to get you ahead, right? And that's the most important thing in my eyes to look at, is managing your time as best as possible. And focusing on things that are going to get you ahead. And at the same time, in my opinion, get other people ahead or help other people get ahead. Because I've never been a selfish business person. I've always been the kind of business person that likes to grow together with other people that are running a business, whether it's similar or something else. But thank you for saying that, Holly. I greatly appreciate that. Holly, you are amazing, says my lady. Yes, she is. And you are too, babe. You are too. You are too. Everybody that's typically here must be prepping their kids for Halloween and doing other things. I don't expect the biggest turnout here today, but that's okay. People can catch the replay. So yeah, tonight we'll probably have a bigger turnout because people will be done with Halloween by that time, at least on the East Coast and pretty much every other time zone except the West Coast where we're at. And if we start at 7 or 7:30 Eastern, I mean, by 8 or so, people stop, trick-or-treating. They may go until 9 o'clock, but, typically people are going to trick-or-treat from like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., right around there. Very cool, baby. Oh, the thumbnail? Yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Let's see how it does when we put it out there. But anyway, um, Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says RPM or RMP, doesn't matter either way, is the best. Such a smart and pretty lady. Yeah, she is, Holly. She really is. She's a phenomenal woman. And, you know, the one thing that scares me about my lady is, you know, she's got some health issues that become pretty chronic at times. And, you know, I've just been wanting to get her to her new doctor, but it just hasn't happened yet. I think like her current doctor doesn't want to let her go. Her current doctor needs to send all of her medical records to the new doctor for the new doctor to accept her. And so, you know, we're trying to do it as quickly as possible because I want her to get some real good treatment for what she's suffering with at times from someone that really knows what they're doing and is an expert in that particular field of medicine. So, but she's a wonderful woman. She really is. And she actually loves everybody. You know, at times she has a mouth, but I've had a mouth too in the past, and I still can have a mouth. I still am capable and more than capable of running my mouth. I just choose not to. And that's going to lead us into the topic here today about the 30-day challenge. The 30-day life-changing positivity challenge. Let me just check out the chat before we get further into that. Inside and Out says Holly. Holly, thank you so much. Says my lady, and my lady says, thank you, baby. Well, you're quite welcome, babe. You're quite welcome. Yeah, I'm actually feeling really good today. I feel light. My sciatica it feels like it's almost gone. You know, I've read online, and this is something when I went to get this checked out years ago, it wasn't diagnosed this way, but I read online that that if you are very, very constipated and you eat the wrong foods that take longer to process and are harder and stickier and harder to get out, they take a lot longer to digest and work their way out of your system. And in the meantime, they could be pressing up against your sciatic nerve, giving you sciatica. And yeah, I just ate a bunch of the wrong foods in the past, you know, years ago. This was after the activity partner I was dating, you know, just walked out on me one night. And, you know, I wasn't really that hurt over it because it had only been a year and stuff, right? And, I mean, she was cool and I enjoyed her company, but it never really got too serious, you know? It was more like having someone to hang out with on the weekends, go hiking, and do what people do in the bedroom. You know what I'm talking about, right? But after that time, I just ate a bunch of crappy food because I guess I just wasn't really feeling that great. I mean, you know, I wasn't really hurting, but it's just like I just wanted to kind of comfort myself. And now I'm paying the price for that. And that's when my sciatica started shortly after that point. So what you eat, folks, is very, very important. It's very, very important. You got to eat lots of fiber, drink lots of water, minimize your processed food intake, and eat more vegetables, which are complex carbohydrates. Those are good for you. The simple carbs, the sugars, and the sweets and the sodas, those are not good for you. And don't eat foods that are very, very heavy and difficult for your system to digest. And a lot of that has to do with candy, especially, you know, more type of like sticky candy like caramel. I love caramel, and caramel doesn't digest quickly at all. I've learned that the hard way. Caramel's a great example, especially if you eat raw caramel. And I'll once I'm totally, sciatica free, which is coming soon, I'm going to share my experiences on what I feel really caused it and what I had to do to get rid of it. That's going to be an interesting story. Hey, Sandra. I'll get to you in a second. I see that you're here. Thank you for being here. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, my man is absolutely amazing, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. Well, that should go without saying, baby. But thank you for making it aware to the public. That's cool. Thank you for that. Holly says, "Oh, Eli, I'm sorry. Thanks for sharing this. I know how hard it is to share personal stuff." You know, Holly, it's not hard for me to share personal stuff at all. I think you're used to dealing with most men that are afraid to share their feelings, right? My lady and I were actually talking about this today. And this was hours. This was around like 11 or 12 o'clock noon. This was long before I was going to go live. So, my walk, I wasn't late for my walk because of my lady. I was late because I was going number 2. Okay? And my lady and I were talking about, she said, you know what's kind of funny? I was playing her a video from a creator I follow that happens to be conservative, but I actually like the guy. I like his channel, right? His name is Jeremy from The Quartering. And I played I played about a minute of the video for her, and she just said, turn it off. She said she couldn't stand it. She's like, and I'm like, why, babe? She goes, because it reminds me of some other people, other creators. Like his tone of voice is very similar. I said, well, he is conservative, right? And then we got into this conversation. This is very interesting, right? Like if you folks notice, when I speak with passion and perseverance and conviction, right? And dignity and pride, right? You hear my voice influx go up and down, right? You can actually feel what I'm saying, right? And that's the best way to engage with your audience, not only to look them in the eye or let them see you on video, but to allow them to feel what you're saying by elevating the highs and softening the lows, right? That's called voice influx. My lady got me onto something that I practically knew but never have talked about, right? She opened up my eyes and ears to it, and I'm like, baby, this is what it is. Most conservative content creators are monotone. They speak in a monotone voice. They're not really showing any emotion. You can't feel the voice influx, the highs, the lows, right? Just like some other people that like to talk about me all the time. They have a monotone voice and they sound like a computer. And Coach Eli, I'm so much better than you. You stupid, you know what? That's an example, right? Of some people having a monotone voice, right? Right? Yeah. So yeah, my lady opened up my eyes and ears to that, and it makes a lot of sense, right? And part of the reason, Holly, is because a lot of these conservative male content creators, and even some on the other side, but this is primarily from what I've seen on YouTube, the conservative male content creators are very monotone, and they don't like to show a lot of emotion, if any at all. And the only time they show emotion is when they're triggered. because they're unhappy that someone's better than them and they're projecting their insecurities onto the better person, right? I mean, if there's one thing you want to do, take my voice, take my speaking style and compare it to most other male content creators you follow, that especially if they're conservative, right? I'm slightly left I'm slightly left, meaning I'm a slight left liberal. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying, like Holly, I'm not afraid to express myself. I used to in my younger days. But part of me starting this coaching business and doing YouTube full time about 5.5 years ago when I started was to come out here and speak my truth and be emotionally open and aware with all of you, including the women, not just the men, and trying to help the men open themselves up more emotionally, because I know that's what women are struggling the most in regards to men nowadays, is men being emotionally closed off, lacking emotional awareness, lacking emotional stability, right? Lacking emotional self-control. Now, even the best of us, including myself, that usually have emotional self-control, anyone can lose their shit temporarily. But there are some people that fly off the handle all day, every day. Just because you lose your shit every now and then doesn't mean you have a lack of emotional self-control. It means you had a moment. If you do it consistently, then you got an emotional self-control issue. To clear it up for those of you that don't understand there's a difference. People have moments, people go through things. That doesn't mean it defines who they are. But if you do something consistently all the time, that tends to define who you are, at least for that period of time, right? Had some people coming, and some dude is coming on the opposite end of the trail. This is America. We walk on the right and pass on the left. Let me check out the chat here real quick. Hey Sandra, how you doing? Holly says I usually make exceptions on holidays. What kind of exceptions, Holly? Sandra says hello, Holly. Holly says hi, Sandra. Sandra says hi, everyone. My lady respectfully, maturely, and professionally says hi, Sandra. Sandra says I love caramel. Listening while driving, says Sandra. Yeah, let me get to that and then I'll continue. Got some more people coming. Someone just wait. Yeah, caramel, if you're going to eat caramel, make sure that it is melted. Don't eat caramel raw, especially if it's in the pellet size. I bought some bags of caramel made by Kraft in the little pellet-sized, bags. Well, they're pellet-sized inside the bag, right? What you're supposed to do is melt them down, right? And then add them to make a dessert or something. Well, I was eating those raw for a little while. And I'm just going to come out and say it. That clogged my ass. I mean, I'll share more down the road, but I mean, just don't do it. I'm going to share my complete story at some point because, trust me, you do not want to go through what I've been going through the past couple of years. I've already had chronic constipation, but I screwed up my digestive system by doing this, and it's almost back on track. But I had to do a lot to get it back on track, and I'll share more about that down the road. Probably in the show I do during the new year, because by that point, I think my sciatica is going to be completely gone. So, but yeah, caramel, I love it, obviously. But I'm never going to eat it in raw format again. I will eat it in the dessert as long as it's melted and broken down already, but raw caramel, raw chewy caramel. No. No, that'll clog you up for quite some time. It'll make it harder for you to poo-poo. Number 2. Sandra furthermore says, listening while driving. Thank you for listening while driving, Sandra. Appreciate that. It's true, most men don't. Yeah, most men are emotionally closed off, and that's their downfall. You see, I want to do a stream at some point. The downfall for most men involves emotional awareness and the importance of being open emotionally. I can count on both hands and both toes the amount of times I was closed off emotionally in my younger days. It affected my entire life, my dating life, my professional life, all because society back then was telling us young Gen Xers back then that real men don't cry. And I used to buy into that facade. And, you know, I guess it kind of still makes me think at times, you know, when I have emotional moments with my lady, I've had many. But even at times when I have those emotional moments, like I'm thinking to myself, man, is this the most masculine thing? I just can't help it though, you know? And there's nothing wrong with a man shedding emotion when warranted. And in those cases I've shed it, it's warranted. And I used to even question the warranted times in my younger days because of what TV was saying and the movies. Real men don't cry. Yeah, we don't have fucking feelings. We don't cry. We don't need to let anything out. We just keep it all bottled up, right? No one does YouTube better than me, baby. Because I can multitask even on a mobile stream. Quick draw McGraw, right, baby? Thank you for the view, by the way. And the monetized playback. That's always nice. Those pennies add up, I'll tell you that. Gotta just have fun with it, right? At times. Let's see here. What else do we have? My lady says boring. You're talking about the monotone male conservative content creators. Not all of them. There are some that get amped up, but most conservative content creators that I've heard on this platform, and even, you know, on mainstream media, are very monotone, right? It's almost kind of like, I can't even talk. It's almost like they kind of have a stick up their culo, you know, their butt, right? Oh, my lady did get that, but she only deleted it. You didn't hide it, baby. You hit the wrong button. Maybe your glasses aren't on, baby. I love you. Anyway. Where did we leave off at? My lady says, I love your enthusiasm with your purpose. Well, thank you, baby. I honestly feel, and this is what I may end up doing in 2023. In 2023, if you folks want me to do this, I will teach anyone who wants to join this group how to become a damn good public speaker. First, I will help you get over your fear of public speaking. And second, I will help you learn how to better emphasize your words. Learn how to use voice influx, right? I will help you at the level that this will become second nature for you. And this is exactly what I'm going to do. Now, This is something in the past that I would have normally done for free. This time around, I can't do the freebies like this anymore, but I can make it very, very reasonably priced. And I'm thinking of maybe doing a 10-week course on public speaking where we can all get on a Zoom call or something like that and practice talking in front of each other. Because the first step to getting over your fear of public speaking is speaking in front of a small audience of even 5 to 10 to 20 people. That's what happened to me. I used to fear even speaking in front of 2 or 3 people. And I'm thinking I'm going to limit it to 20 people, and it's going to cost $99.99 for the entire 10-week period. That basically boils down to $10 a session, and each session is either going to be 90 minutes or 2 hours long. It's probably going to be about 90 minutes because we're going to need time to get through everybody. It's going to be an hour and a half each week. So basically, you're going to get 15 hours of my time for $99.99. And that boils down to like what, $7 or $8 an hour? Where are you going to get that anywhere else, right? But we're going to do it in a group fashion, and that way it'll be feasible for myself. And my lady will even be joining us. And maybe at that point we'll put her on video. Who knows? Maybe we will introduce my lady to the real world through this offline event on public speaking. You sounded like Boris. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm an incel on YouTube. And I'm trying to figure out what's going to make me successful out here. I don't have anything to share with the world, so I talk about other people all the time. I have no voice influx. I'm very monotone. Anyway, it's not a big deal. For eating some candy, says Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Okay, I don't know what you meant by that. Gangsta Mobsters in here, says Holly. Okay, cool. All right, so let's talk about the 30-day life-changing positivity challenge. Come take the 30-day life-changing positivity challenge with me. This is episode number 415 of Walking with Purpose Live, and welcome to the show, everyone, if you're just joining us. Cloud Chasers R Us should be a new store on YouTube where you can buy subs, etc. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Holly, there are people that are going to cloud chase, and there are people that are just going to do it the right way. You know who will prevail in the end, right? You know who always prevails in the end, and you know who always fails in the end, right? If you already know how the story is going to be written, then you just let it play out, right? And you don't worry about the clout chasing, right? I've had people clout chasing me for years, right? I've had people clout chasing me for years because I am that interesting. Hi. Because apparently I am that interesting. So, hey, it's all good. It's not a big deal. I've looked at it as a term of endearment, right? I look at it in a way where if people that are, look, I don't like to talk bad about anyone, but this is just the truth. I speak of the truth, right? If I'm going to allow people that are so far beneath my level of intelligence and everything else get to me, then I don't deserve to be here, right? So, let these people show their, true cards and true colors on their own. Cloud chasers be cloud chasing, right? That's what they do. That's what they were meant to do, right? They know deep within that they're not capable of creating something original. If they were, they would do what I'm doing. I'm creating something original here, right? That obviously is worthy enough to the cloud chasers. So it's all good. Not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know where everyone's been lately. We've we usually have some better turnouts, but the Walking with Purpose streams have been, they've had low attendance lately. And I'm trying to figure out, when the better time is to do these. I mean, I can't always. I've been trying to get them on a regular schedule, but it's just hard to do so with everything else that my lady and I have going in life right now. But yeah, it is what it is, and it is Halloween, like I said earlier, and people are busy. People that actually have lives are busy. So maybe our regular crew not being here today is a sign that the people that associate with us have lives and they can't always be here, which is a good thing. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says, it's Halloween. I know Ram is close to where I live, so if he has kids, I think his kids have grown past the age of Halloween. I'm not quite sure though. Maybe some of them are still, Oh, you know what? Anna has her young kids. So, yeah, they're probably out, trick-or-treating. No worries. I'm sure like the night show that my lady and I do tonight, most people will be back in at that point. But anyway, let's talk about the 30-day positivity challenge. The 30-day life-changing positivity challenge. And come take the 30-day life-changing positivity challenge with me. Make a decision. If you see this here today, whether you're here live or on the replay, make the decision today to come take the 30-day positivity challenge with me. And it's going to start tomorrow. For the next 30 days, I will not take a day off from streaming. Now, I may not do a walk every day, so at least I will do an in-studio stream or a walk every day. I will promise you one live stream, whether it be mobile or in studio, every day for the next 30 days. Because without that, it won't work any other way. Thank you, Holly. I'm sorry. I think you see what happened there. My apologies. I pray to my leader that he send me more follower. I'm desperate to get more followers on YouTube. I've got to pray to my leader to do that. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, Holly. You got it, huh? You got it, huh, Holly? I don't think the good Lord is going to go out of his way to help someone get more YouTube subs. There are more important things in life the good Lord can help us with, right? Anyway, praying to Allah, I don't get done in by a woman. I pray to Allah that I don't get sucked in by a woman. It would change my incel status. You know, Holly, the funny thing is most people have no clue what we're talking about, and that's okay. That's fine by me. I can get a good laugh at the most stupidest shit I've ever seen, right? Maybe it's time for me to take a trip overseas. Anyway, so starting tomorrow, today is October 31st, 2022, the day of this live stream. Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone, if you celebrate it. Typically here in the U.S., right? Who knows? Maybe some other countries do it too, but who knows? But tomorrow is November 1st, 2022. This is going to be day one of the 30-day challenge. It will end on November 30th, 2022. I'm not quite sure what day that is. Today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Babe, you can look and see what day November 30th is. That'll be the last day of the 30-day challenge. I will do either a Walking with Purpose stream or live stream from the studio here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. At least one of those guaranteed per day for the next 30 days. Some days you'll get 2 streams, but you'll get at least 1. Well, let's talk about what the 30-day positivity challenge is going to entail. And my lady and I are going to be the judges. And at the end of the contest, at the end of the 30-day challenge, my lady and I are going to select one person. And that one person will win a special prize, will win a special something, will get some kind of incentive that is not going to be announced until after we choose the winner. And we're doing it that way because we typically or technically don't want you to, technically is a better word, we technically don't want you to do it for the prize or whatever we decide to give away or incentivize you in some way. We want you to do it because we want you to become a better person. But in addition to the incentive that we give that one person, you will be labeled the MPP. You'll be labeled the MPP for 2022, the most positive person in 2022. What does that entail? That entails you come in here on our live streams and you talk about nothing but positive aspects. If you have to refer to something negative, refer to something negative that you've experienced that you're overcoming, you want to overcome in a positive way. And we won't hold that against you. If you come in here and try to talk smack about another YouTuber, talk smack about me, if you approach myself or anyone else in the chats here or even in the comment section on any one of my channels for the next 30 days, that will be a point against you, right? So if you want to be the MPP, most positive person in 2022 out here on YouTube, compliments of the Coach Eli clan and this lady, you got to be as positive as possible. You got to represent yourself and approach everything from a positive standpoint. And my lady and I are very intuitive. We can pick up on negativity just like that. Even if you by mistake say something negative and try to take it back, too late. Think before you speak. We want you to learn to think before you speak. Right? I want people to start paying more attention to what they're saying and understanding, depending on what they say and how they say it, how it's going to affect other people's feelings, wants, and needs. I want to really get you folks to dig deep if you're willing to participate. It's 30 days. It's 30 days, starting tomorrow. Now, if you come across this piece of content, a few days after we start the 30 days, or a week into it, or 2 weeks into it, or 3 weeks into it, you can start whenever you find out about it. But here's the thing. If you do the whole 30 days with us here, and you're here every day for 30 days, if you make 1 or 2 mistakes in those 30 days, and the rest of the time you're perfect, you will beat out someone who makes 1 mistake being here for 1 week. Because what I'm looking for is for people to be in it for the long haul. I'm looking for people to make this a priority within themselves, to better treat people and better approach people. Sandra, I don't know if you just heard what I said, but does that make sense to you? Holly's Hauntings and Happenings says consistency. The challenge is to be consistent. My lady and I will deduct points. If somebody says, hey, Eli, did you know this other YouTuber's talking shit about you? Point deducted. I don't give a shit who talks shit about me. That's their prerogative, not mine. I want to get it to the point of where this channel here and the people that work with us are 100% positive, or at least come at everything, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, from a positive standpoint, right? You cannot correct negativity by complaining. You correct negativity by approaching it with a positive attitude and say, hey, you know what? I don't have to tolerate that, right? I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to withdraw from people like that or situations like that, right? I am in. Hey, Autism Mom of 2, how you doing? I'm glad you showed up. I know you've been putting out some content. I really need to catch up, Autism Mom of 2. I'm so sorry. I've had so many crazy things going on lately, even outside of YouTube. And I know that you've been dealing with your housing situation, and I hope you figured that out, and you're going to be okay. But she says, I am in. Great. Holly's Hauntings and Happenings. Hi, Autism Mom. Who else is in that's here? Who else is in? And here's the thing. Anyone that shows up to any of my streams, they're going to be labeled. Positivity Challenge Day 1, Positivity Challenge Day 2 of 30, Day 3 of 30. And they will be streams where some will be just done by myself, some will include my lady. They will be streams where we will be answering your questions regarding anything business or personal related. And at times we may throw in some other content. I know we've kind of somewhat strayed away from doing some of the blog content, but we may throw in one or two of those every now and then, because my lady sent me some really, really good ones. So we're just going to keep switching it up. But regardless of what we do, we will always answer your questions. And the streams that are going to be labeled Positivity Challenge, 1 of 30, 2 of 30, day 1 of 30, day 2 of 30, day 3 of 30, day 30 of 30, etc., right? Those are going to be the ones where we're going to be looking at all your actions in the chat. We're going to be looking at your actions in the chat. And even on the replay, if people are commenting, or any other videos that are commented on my channel, on either channel, even my main one, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. Not about sharing the link every 7 minutes, or go below in the description, a couple lines down, on how to subscribe to my main channel. Subscribe, bang the bell, and select all notifications so you won't miss anything on both channels. Holly says for as little as $2.99 a month, you can become a member of this channel and get some extra perks. Yeah, you will get access to members-only live stream chats. Once I get 10 members, I will occasionally be doing some members-only live chats. Now, moderators will still be able to access members-only live chats without becoming a member. So for moderators in that aspect, you would be just making a flat-out donation. But for people that are not moderators, you'll get access to the members-only chats. Thank you again for sharing that, Holly. I'll take this moment right now once again to remind everyone that this channel that's run by my lady and I, and both of our channels that are run by my lady and I, are primarily supported through crowdfunding and your donations. So if you feel that you're receiving value, or you've received value in the past, we kindly ask that you consider making a donation based on the value you feel you've been receiving or you have received. And you can do that in any amount. You can go below in the description, go below in the chat, hit the super chat, the $, and send a super chat or super sticker. Like Holly said, you can also become a channel member. Right now, you're going to want to just become a $2.99 live chat channel member, because I don't have any other members-only content here on this channel. My other channel has members-only content. But on this channel, the $2.99 package is what we're pushing out right now for the members-only live chats. On the replays of these live streams, once they're done processing, and any other live stream replay or pre-recorded video, you'll see the super thanks. You'll see the thanks heart below the title of the video, and you can send a super thanks. There's some pre-filled amounts there up to $50, and it'll highlight a comment that you send in the comment section. It's kind of like a super chat for pre-recorded videos and live stream replays. Goes through the same Google system and YouTube/Google system that super chats and super stickers go through. Or you can donate via Cash App or PayPal. On PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/Coach Eli, and on Cash App, you can go to $ the real Coach Eli. And like I said earlier, my lady and I are really putting in more and more effort into this, and we really love what we do. And in order to continue doing what we're doing, we are going to be relying a lot more on crowdfunding from this point on. I know some people want to scrutinize that and say, oh, you're e-begging, whatever. If you want to call us e-beggars, call us e-beggars. We don't care. But to the right people out there that value the content and want to support it and are able to support it, please consider, making a donation, because it'll help keep this going. At some point, down the road, it may not be feasible to keep this going without your support. So if you like what's happening here and you want it to keep going, please consider making a donation. And again, donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. And here's the thing, I'm a very humble person. I'm not the richest person in the world. I've done okay, but I've always donated to people that I resonate with and I feel have good content. People that I've consistently followed, I'll always send them something, right? And I know there are some other people out there that are in the position to donate, that have received value, but have just chosen not to. And that's okay. That's totally okay. I'm just saying, telling everyone, put yourself in our shoes. Put yourself in our shoes. And see how that makes you feel. Maybe that might, maybe that might motivate you to help out a little bit if you can. Oh, Eli is e-begging right now. Oh, my monotone voice is going to emphasize the fact that Eli is e-begging. Yeah, I'm e-begging. Right. Well, here's the thing. I've got more reason to e-beg than anyone out here because I create real content. End of story. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh, Holly, you like that one, huh? Consider the time and effort we put into every show. Right. Got 9 people here, 9 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out, whether you're here live or on the replay. Share it on your community tab. Share it on social media. Share it out on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Instagram, anywhere else you have a following of people that you feel would gain tremendous value from positive and uplifting content. And you know what? The truth of the matter is, anyone and everyone can benefit from positive and uplifting content. Anyone can. You just have to make that choice. The choice is yours. You can sit there and rot in your misery for the rest of your life, or take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I've had enough of treating myself this way. I've had enough, which is what I'm trying to say. I've had enough of treating myself this way and even treating others this way because I'm unhappy within myself. I'm projecting my self-hatred onto others. So what if I started to love myself a little bit more? I might start to be able to show some love to others, right? Wow, food for thought, right? And in this case, honestly, I will say it's easier said than done. It's easier done than said. Sorry, I'll do it the other way. This is easier done than said. It's very easy to make this change. All you have to do is decide to do it now. And stop being a jerk. And for ladies, stop being mean. Boy, I'm censoring myself. It's as easy as making a choice. And again, like I said, to stop being a jerk or stop being a mean lady, right? That's it, right? If you want to continue being a meanie, right? You're choosing to continue being a meanie. Good job, Eli, LOL. Good job on what, Holly? Can you be a little more specific? I'm just kind of wondering. Censoring? Well, thank you. Oh, I pretend that Eli doesn't trigger me because it would make me look bad in front of my pathetic audience. Oh, I'm more than capable of triggering a ton of people. I can trigger everyone out here if I wanted to. Just not going to. You know why I'm capable of triggering anyone out here? Because I know deep within I'm secure and I'm very emotionally stable and I can contain my emotional shit. Yes, I've had my moments in the past, but trust me, I'm unbreakable. You're not going to break me emotionally. And see, the people that are unbreakable emotionally, like myself, we know we can trigger anyone because people that come at us are only coming at us because they wish they could be emotionally unbreakable like us, right? That's truth of the matter. That's it, right? You know what I'm proud of too? You know what my lady and I are proud of too? We got about another maybe 12 to 15 minutes left on this show. We're almost at the end of the trail. So get your questions, comments, or concerns in the chat, folks. We'll be going off the air very, very soon. I totally lost my train of thought. I had something really, really good to say, and I lost it. Holly says, that's funny. I don't care who you are. Yeah. I had a really, really great point, and it just slipped my head. See, baby, it happens to me too. It happens to the best of us, right? Oh, yeah, I remember now. So my lady and I were talking earlier today, and I was sharing something with her that, made a lot of sense to her, right? There are many different types of creators out here on YouTube, right? And every creator grows their channels differently. Some grow on their own organically by creating content and just letting YouTube serve up their content to the right audience, right? Over the course of time, you will grow, right? But others like to leverage other people's networks and like to do, stupid things. I'm not going to mention those things. They like to do stupid things, and they're not capable of growing on their own. And it's funny. What's funny is when you see other people that are leveraging, other creators' massive networks to grow, and then they're doing other things like using other people's content to grow, right? And their numbers are pretty much exactly in alignment with my numbers in this situation, right? In this case, it goes to show, right? It goes to show who's really getting somewhere, who's really building something sustainable, and who's living on a prayer, like Bon Jovi, like the Bon Jovi song, right? See, for me, everything that I've accomplished in life came from my bare hands. Everything my family accomplished came from their bare hands. I come from a family where we've always worked hard and smart and made great choices to have what we have today, right? To accomplish what we've accomplished today, right? And I've taken that same concept with my, good morals, values, and ethics and applied that out here to how I'm growing my YouTube channels with my lady, our YouTube channels. And that's the best way to do it. Because in the end, the people that, are growing off of other people's work, how far can you take that? I mean, you're basically training YouTube's audience, or you're basically training YouTube's algorithm to target your content to one certain group of people that you will never grow past, right? When you do it organically, like my lady and I are doing it, basically you're letting YouTube do all the work and serve up your content to people that they know are going to want to continuously view your content. My special numbers are 11 and 3. Oh, yeah. My special number is 4, baby. Are those your lucky numbers? On the other side, we've got, I think, that college track team over there. They're entering on the other side. It's getting later on in the afternoon. I didn't start till like 3:40, I think. It's probably almost 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are at 77 minutes, an hour and 17 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty quick 3+ mile walk today. 3.5 mile walk. My lady says, that is my daughter and my best friend's numbers from soccer. That's awesome, babe. That's really awesome. Babe, any final thoughts you want to make in the chat regarding anything we talked about today here, or even certain things we talked about in our business meeting this morning? Anything that we can mention. There are some things that obviously we're not going to mention, but you know what you can and can't say, baby. Yeah, wow, what a beautiful evening this has turned out to be. Look at this. This is exactly what it should be like. The sun is piercing through the clouds over there. There are very few clouds. There'll be more later because it's going to rain tomorrow, like I said earlier in the show. But like, if you look at how calm the water is, I mean, there's a slight breeze now, probably about 2 to 3 miles an hour. But look at how calm the water is. I want to give you a closer perspective. Wow. It's sometimes you just have to stop talking and listen to the beauty. Even the helicopters and planes flying by. Just the sounds are so beautiful. And then look at the perspective of the trail from the side as it goes up a little bit, a little incline there. I've always loved images of long paths. It's like a never-ending road. And that's how I look at life, the road that never ends. You just have to keep moving. Now, obviously one day it will end, but not for a long time. And until that point, you got to live every last day like it's your last. You got to live life every single day in the most positive and uplifting ways possible. Don't waste a moment of your life with negativity. I've done plenty of that, so has my lady, and so have many other people. Maybe all of you have. But turn that around starting today. Just don't let anything get to you. Say it is what it is and move on. Look at that beauty, says Holly. Respectfully, maturely, and professionally, nah, I'm good. I will talk later tonight. Okay. I've got a bunch of kids on the trail here. And they're hanging right by the trail. At least they were cool. I wanted to keep them off camera. You just never know. I try to be as cautious as possible. All right, let's get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in less than 5 minutes. And be on the lookout for the Halloween special with my lady and I later tonight. And that is really, really interesting to me. That dude, and he's walking on the left side of the fence. I'm on the right side here, and instead of passing me, he comes right at me and then sees I'm there and then cuts off to the other side. Oh, some people, man. People just don't pay attention. All right? In a couple hours, Sandra. In a couple hours. Look at that. I could literally just sit here for hours. I wish you could broadcast in 4K on these mobile walks. It would take a lot of bandwidth and processing power. I mean, it's amazing enough you can do it in 720p and it works fairly well, but I'll tell you, when I've done videos in pre-recorded videos here in 4K at 60 frames per second, oh my God. This doesn't do that justice at all. More and more people coming. So I'm just going to go this way. I'm not going to wait. It seems like this is the time where everyone hits the trail. Do 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 do. All right, I got to call it a night here and go pray to my master. I've got to go pray to my Lord and my Savior. What's that emoji there, Holly? I can't tell. It's a dab? What's a dab? I have no idea what a dab is. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I haven't kept up with the times. Again, folks, the positivity challenge, the life-changing positivity challenge starts tomorrow. And it's probably going to start from the studio. Ask your girl, LOL. Wow. What do you mean, wow? I don't understand what's going on here. I have no idea. I don't have any idea what's going on. It's some acronym for something that I'm not aware of. I don't know all acronyms. I mean, geez. I'm not a millennial, for Christ's sake. They know all the acronyms. So do the Gen Zers. All right, folks, we're at, I will explain later. What's this explain later stuff? You want to make people wait. I get it. All right, everyone. Yeah, we're going to be going live from the studio in about 2 to 2.5 hours. It is probably going to be closer to 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. It's right around 5 o'clock, I believe, right now, Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm approximating, obviously. And we'll see you all in a bit for a very special Halloween show Malene and I will be doing. It's going to be about 60 to 90 minutes max. No longer than 90 minutes, but probably closer to 60. We're going to share some Halloween stories, and we're also going to be answering your questions in the chat regarding any of your business or personal needs. With that being said, have yourselves a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.